Hey everybody, it's TJ with PixarPost.com. Check it out. The Art of Elio from Chronicle Books is available now. This is, of course, another release in the Art of series. This little promo postcard came in the book this time. First time we've seen that. Let's move out some of our other items here. Now, if anybody has not seen our Art of reviews, we don't flip through every page. We're not looking to reveal spoilers. You'll see that there's a preface by Pete Docter, a foreword by Adrian Molina, the original concept creator and a director, as well as Madeline Sharafian and Domi Shi, directors as well. So let's take a look at the hardcover. One of our favorite things is always this embossing that's on here. And this is, I believe, a Harley Jessup concept art piece of the Com universe, the planet that they go to. So there's the side binding there. And we'll go ahead and put this in. Again, we're not going to be showing you any spoilers or anything along those lines, at least ones that we consider to be major spoilers. Certainly, if you're avoiding everything, then I would recommend you don't necessarily look through this book review at this point, but shouldn't be anything major by any means. I also want to point out the first several pages of the book have exceedingly glossy pages. It's very nice. You can see how high gloss the pages are. Kind of makes me wish the whole book was that way. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not in there. But there's one element of this foreword by director Adrian Molina that I wanted to read, where he talks about the characters and environments in Elio span the spectrum from quirky kid in a world dictated by uniformity to a kaleidoscope clockwork space continent filled with near inconceivable alien inhabitants. I loved this. This was something that I did not know from anything else, where you've got the dichotomy of the worlds. On one hand, you've got him living in an Army Air Force base, I should say, and the militant structure of that, very square, very muted color tones. Now you go into the Com universe, and it's this kaleidoscope of colorful, wild images. So the next page that I tagged here, get a look at some awesome concept art of Elio, very early versions. Look at him trying to be rebellious here, dyeing his hair. This one by Jesse Ackland, really good. The standard face poses and doing everything like that. Here you've got some of the almost turning red, chunky, cute look by James Woods, and of course a standout one by Pixar veteran Matt Nolte as well, looking at Elio. Really cool looks at his particular character, and the book is set up like you would expect from other Art of books as well, where the characters, it goes through the characters, then the worlds, and then some of the other details here. So wanted to show this great page here. I always love when they show some of the graphic art designs, this like from Kyle Jones here, that end up on Elio's wall. It's really, I love seeing all the extra details that they put into the backgrounds of all these. Sorry about bumping the camera there. All right, we'll skip forward a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the other space characters, like Ooh, the liquid supercomputer. The one thing that intrigued me here, and I'm looking to learn more about, is this last sentence here that says Ooh is Pixar's first topology-free 3D character. I know Hank was one of the ones from Finding Dory that they talked about that it almost broke their systems to be able to not have a skeletal structure. So I'm presuming they learned some things and were able to take some things here into the Ooh character. Not obviously nearly as complex if you're talking about limbs without skeletal structure and a multi-septopus, but this you've got just a regular kind of squarish, roundish shape here. Next one I wanted to look at, great artwork here. You can see Sandeep Menon. That is another great piece here. Just gives that... I don't want to say it because I don't like comparing all the movies to other movies, but with this one, it gives you that Coco vibe where, Miguel is overlooking the land of the dead and you get to see all the, fabulous colors and everything. So if you want to read this here real quick, just to give you some more insights, again, we're not trying to spoil everything. The book is packed full of these. If this is something that you like and you're familiar with the other Art of books, it's very much in line with some of the other ones there. I don't want to open this up to show everything, but I love when they have the gatefolds like this, that you can see all the way through. So I just wanted to show that that's available. It opens up the whole way. It's always neat when you do that. Here's another look at character look at Ambassador Cuesta. So you can see some of the artwork here. Speaking of Coco, Ana Ramirez Gonzalez, she did some concept artwork for them. Crystal Kung, Guillermo Jacinto, lots of great artwork. I also like that they did this page kind of like that pink pearl kind of color there. I thought that was really interesting. This book is also very character heavy. So they spend quite a bit of time diving into the looks of the characters and everything along those lines. So the other one we thought you had to take a look at was Glorden, which is, of course, Elio's friend in this. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about Elio, if we want to hop back over there for a quick second, the other thing I wanted to say about him, just in case you didn't know it, Elio's last name is Solis, which, of course, translates to sun, or at least a somewhat loose Latin translation from what I Googled ahead of this. But yeah, you can see some different things here with Glorden. They talked about, finding the right balance of disturbing and adorable was certainly a challenge. But I love that one of the creepiest looking characters is the one that puts the biggest smile on our faces. So of course we're certainly looking a lot to come. You can't not think of Heimlich here, right? With some of these color tones that are on there. Really fun. All right, well, I'll show one last page, and I'm going to turn it like this because it's Mary Alice Drum, the producer's acknowledgments here. It's an absolute ton. Don't want to spoil all that, but I wanted to also show this wonderful piece by Ralph Eggleston. I'm still not certain if this may be the last film that he provided concept artwork for. We'll have to see, what else comes of it. But a really, really neat book. Of course, it's to be expected from the Chronicle books. I'll say that I kind of would like these to be in a digital format at this point as well. I love being able to zoom in. I spent about 4 hours going through this, looking at all of the wonderful concept art in it. But sometimes, you just want to be able to pull up a digital version of it and zoom in and see what you got. But anyways, I hope you like this look at the Art of Elio. You can pick it up in the links in the description or on our website where we'll have some other still images and concept art to share from the book. We hope you enjoyed it. And of course, be sure to stay tuned to PixarPost.com all week for the latest Pixar news. Bye-bye.